I'm trying to pay more attention to these dreams this time around. Wait. Wait. This game contains themes and depictions of the following: stalking, kidnapping, strong language, mild drugs, alcohol, and smoking, blood, murder, suicide, flashing images, and potentially loud noises.
Discretion is advised.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired after the last few days. I dragged myself out of bed and followed my normal morning routine. I got changed into my favorite outfit and had breakfast. And of course, Crone was once again nowhere to be seen. However, when I checked my phone that morning, I realized that he had sent me a message. To my surprise, there were other messages there as well from my new friends. Who should I read first? Okay, so this is me choosing, right?
I think so.
Okay. Cute. I wonder what that says. Anyway.
It was Gothic.
Gothic?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Twyla, Mary, it's me, Twyla. Hey, Crone, hey, Mary, I'm sorry, I know. Reginald, good morning, Miss.
Yeah, something like that.
I trust you. First of all, I love Reginald's thing icon, which makes me not trust him even more. He's suspicious. It's so cute. How dare you? But this route I already decided before. So we already played Crone's route. So if that's something you wanted to see, you can go and watch that on our YouTube channel. It is really good. I'm really sad that I don't get to play his route this time. But I want to play each character. So this time I already decided I want to go with Twyla. Does that sound good? Okay. And if you want to know why, you should go watch Crone's route. Okay, here we go. Oh, dang. How did I talk? I think I just made her voice deeper, didn't I? Mary, it's Twyla. If you're still interested in helping me, I'll be at the library around noon today. I should be quieter there. And there's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can. If not, I'll just call you up some other time. Oh, did we get to read each one?
Maybe. I don't remember. Or I think we have to hit exit phone in order to make our choices.
Oh, down here? Okay, well then, should I read each one?
I guess, if you want.
Okay, Crone.
Hey, Mary, I'm sorry. I know I've been acting pretty nasty to you lately. Hope you know I don't mean it. Have you been to Planet Dollars yet? Heading over there for lunch today, maybe like 12:30. You should come and have lunch with me, my treat. And then I can, like, formally apologize or whatever.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad we don't go with him.
Good morning, Miss Mariana. Anta. I almost put an I in there for some reason. Because Anita is an actual name.
Mary
I
Anita.
don't think I've heard anyone named Anta. I hope you're doing well today. You had asked about that book the other day, right? Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected to. I'd really love to give it to you, but won't be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. You like that place, though, right? You should come see me when... Then I can pass the book over to you. I'll be there quarter to afternoon or so.
Who says... Okay.
Then maybe we can grab lunch or something together. I hope that doesn't come off weird. I'd just like some company for my lunch break.
I feel like you shouldn't. Don't address it. Don't say that it's weird, or it'll become weird.
Call me back. Yes, but we had established Reginald's got some
like a nerd
social
or something,
anxiety or something.
Yeah. All right. Wait. Do I make the choice right after I exit?
I think so.
Okay. I was messaged by each of them. However, I think I'll only have time to meet up with one of them today. Where should I go today, then? I want to pick Rowan so bad, because he's my cousin. But I will go to the library. Which, to be honest, out of all of the decisions, sounds like the most boring. So, like, in real life, I wouldn't go. But I really wanted to be more of a detective this route, which I feel like I'll be able to do with Twyla, because she was researching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, to Twyla! She's at the library, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's doing research.
It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans and that I'd have to meet with them some other time. Then, when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. When I got to the library to meet Twyla, it was already a little past noon. I had texted her on the way, but I was still worried she might have already be gone by the time I get there. I don't know why. She said she was there for research after all. And surely that takes a while. At least, I'm pretty sure it would.
Yeah, she's going to be mad at us, though.
Yeah, she's going to be snooty.
She's a bit of a snot.
Yeah. When I got to the library, I was able to find Twyla, who was coincidentally in my favorite spot of the library. Everybody seems to like that spot, Mary. I hate to burst your bubble. Twyla? Oh, you made it. Sorry. I got really invested in this book while waiting for you. Oh, what book is it? Celsius 232.7777. That's a weird book title.
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, but that just rolls off the tongue.
It's 451 in Celsius.
Oh, I don't know these things, Justin.
You can usually just basically cut it in half.
Really? Science.
112.
Anyway!
112 is boiling in Fahrenheit, and 100 is boiling in Celsius. So you basically cut it in half.
Good to know. I'm not gonna use it. Anyway, sorry. Let me finish this last paragraph, and then we can start.
It's a very inaccurate estimate, but in a pinch.
I waited patiently for Twyla to finish, and once she did, I watched her place the book into the wrong spot on the bookshelf and turn to face me. That's not very nice. So, are you ready?
I don't know. Some people generally can't remember where books go.
Isn't there normally a little cart that you just put your book on and the librarians will come and...
They seem to be a small library.
Maybe.
Like I said, once again, it's one of those things where it's like, is it a small town or not?
I mean, yeah, I guess. What exactly are we doing here, though? Your reports are on the... Remembering what she told me, I whispered the next part. It's about the butcher, right?
You careful about whispering so that if people can hear us.
It's about the butcher, right? I think they heard that one. Yes, that's why we're here. This library's got some books, good books on the history of Blackwood. What was the history? Mapping out, like, the
history
deaths?
of the city.
Right, but what does that have to do with the butcher, is my point.
She might, I don't know.
That's why I said the only thing I could think of is, like, mapping out the deaths. But this isn't freaking, It, where it's, like, every 7 years, right?
No. Yeah.
But
also,
okay.
You would be in, like, a town records for that, as opposed to the library.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't get why we came to the library. But
unless she thinks there's some sort of, like, like a
Related
cult
cases?
or something with the founding of the city.
Okay, that I guess I could understand. She knows. You don't understand why that's important, do you? Should I? Anyways, we're here to look at stuff up about other serial killers in Blackwood itself. Other killers? Yeah. Before I do much else, I want to make sure this isn't some sort of copycat killer. Oh. I mean, here's the thing, though. It was like, what?
What?
From what I've gathered from the little bit they've talked about it, it's not like this killer has a specific way of killing people.
Other than it is easily written off as an accident.
Right. So it's not like he's, or she, them, they, whatever. It's not like they're stabbing people then, because that's not an accident. I would assume it would be stuff then that would be like a car accident.
Yeah,
or
it seemed to imply,
falling.
like Crowan's parents, it seemed to imply it was kind of like a car accident.
Right, but maybe like the brakes were tampered with or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
because Mary did say, though, that it was obvious someone else was involved.
Alright.
Maybe it was like a hidden route? I don't
know.
Like I said, it's a little
we don't know enough.
so
yeah,
far.
but I'm just saying in regards to she being like, we're going to look up some other killers and make sure it's not a copycat killer, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't seem like there's enough of a pattern there for that to be a case, but maybe I'm wrong. To be fair, we don't know.
That or maybe the police don't think it's a serial killer.
Because it's different each time.
And that would be the same basically thing.
Yeah.
Also, no, is according to everyone's like, oh, there's a serial killer, but the police are like, no, there is not.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to either be because they don't believe that the deaths are connected, or they don't believe that the deaths are killings.
Yeah. Either way, I feel like a library doesn't make sense, but that's okay. Maybe the game designers were like, well, we need a place for them to meet. Where are we going to put them? Library. That's fine.
We already have this picture of the library.
We won't question too hard. Don't worry. A copycat killer. What's that? Do I have to explain everything to you?
Mary, you said your favorite
was
books other
mystery.
than mangas were mystery.
So she didn't
novels.
like murder mysteries, but I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory.
Most mystery novels are murders. There are very few mystery novels that aren't murders.
Yeah.
As someone who reads a lot of mystery novels.
You do. You read a lot, yeah. Oh, no, sorry. See, this is why originally I didn't want to choose Twyla. I only chose her because I was like, I'm going to be a detective. But she's mean. I don't like her.
Well, I mean, there's a reason Crowan doesn't like her.
Yeah. A copycat crime is a crime that mimics another. A copycat killer is a killer who bases their murders off of previous murders.
You have to just keep going.
Yeah,
you can't keep stopping because of it.
It could be that they were inspired by a killer to commit the same crimes in similar fashion. Does that mean that she's speculating they're copying multiple killers?
Or she thinks that something similar happened in the town's past.
Maybe. Okay, then in that case, library makes sense. Though, they do have smartphones, so, Google, I feel like, would be quicker. But anyway.
I don't know. Once again, if this is a smaller town...
The records might not be...
The records probably aren't digitized.
I guess. And they could even be doing it as a homage to those who inspired them. Oh, okay, I think I get it. So we're going to research similar crimes and potential killers that have happened in the Blackwood area in the past. Do you guys have a history of serial killers?
Well, I mean, if their town has been around for long enough.
I suppose. Our library's got plenty of books on the subjects and seemingly more useful stuff than the garbage I find online. Huh. Based on the statistics I've collected, of the recent mysterious deaths, I'm going to research these other killers and see if their method of murder or victims are similar to what's been happening here. Oh, that makes sense. I'm hoping that if it's a copycat killer, it'll be easier to seek out and catch the real killer.
Harry's either very tired or very confused.
I think she's confused. I'm going to be looking for books about Blackwood itself. You should go look in the true crime section and pick out any books that have to do with serial killings. Report whatever you find back to me. Got it? Good. Twyla, wait! Twyla walked off into the library, leaving me to look for the books. Except she didn't tell me about any of the statistics she found, so I have no idea what I was supposed to be looking for. Yeah, I feel like... That's so sad. I feel like Twyla's research, circle is a little bit too wide, to be honest.
I mean, you have to start wide, though, if you have nowhere to go on.
I suppose, but I'm just saying, look at any serial killer books. That doesn't make sense.
Well, if it's a more famous serial killer, then that increases the likelihood of someone else hearing about it and thus copying it.
I guess, but I don't know. To be fair, I feel like she has a lot more information about the case that we don't.
Well,
because it's like, why do you think it's a copycat killer? Anyway. I tried getting any books that mentioned killers in them. I wasn't sure if it mattered how old they were or if the killer itself was even ever caught. Eventually, Twyla had sat down with a few books and began flipping through them. I kind of just kept bringing her new books and putting away books she asked me to. We ended up spending a long time there. I started getting tired and she didn't want to admit it. But I could see that Twyla was starting to get tired too. After a while, we decided to just call it a day. So, did you find anything useful? For the most part, not really. But there are a few books I'm going to check out and bring home with me for further research. Oh, that's good, I think. It's better than nothing. Hey, thanks for helping me. It probably would have taken me... Oh, I'm surprised she's nice. It probably would have taken me a lot longer to find stuff without your help. Oh yeah, of course, no problem. Hey, can I ask you something? It's nothing really that important, but why'd you choose this spot in the library? I'm sure that sounds so weird, but I'd love to know. You want to know that of all things? Well, I mean, I've been coming to this library for a really long time, and I've never seen anyone in this corner except for me. And Reginald, yeah. I just thought it'd be more private and quiet. Is this really an uncommon place to sit? Well, I mean, other than you, I've only seen one other person sit here. I saw him here the other day, actually. Who's that? Oh, he's just an acquaintance of mine I recently met again. His name is Reginald and I... Wait, hold up. Reginald... Tetra? Oh, I mean, I don't know his last name, but... Long caramel hair, rectangular glasses, kind of has an accent if you listen carefully.
I did put an accent on him.
Oh yeah, I guess
knew
that's
he
him.
Felt like he needed an accent.
I am... Let's go. Do you know him? Mary, you can't talk to Richard. I knew it!
To be fair, Rowan said we couldn't talk to Twyla.
Fine.
Also, you shouldn't really.
I'm sorry.
Hurt the microphone.
I'm sorry. I was just very excited because in the first round, the entire time, I was like, oh no, something's off about that guy. And the whole entire time, it's like, oh, nothing's wrong.
So we go down Reginald's route, and he's like, oh, don't talk to Crowan.
That might be. Okay, back to the story. Huh? Why not? He's a suspect. Of course he is. He is? Everyone's a suspect, of course. But I really don't trust that guy. Am I Twyla? Dustin, you need to tell me. If I start to act like Twyla, let me know. Because I don't like Twyla.
Yeah, they really rarely like themselves.
Oh no. Don't say that. Why? I used to spend a lot of time here, you know. I even worked here for a time. Oh, that's kind of fun. And Reginald...
She does seem like the sassy librarian.
She looks like the sassy librarian. And Reginald was...
Oh, you're looking for this book?
Idiot. Was...
I guess I'll help you.
And Reginald was always up to something. In a library? What does that mean, though, in a library? Like, research? Like, he kept putting books in the wrong location? I don't know.
Oh, if you worked here, then it was really mean you didn't.
Yeah! I didn't even think about that. Trying to hide the books he was reading. Maybe he's just embarrassed. Oh, maybe they're saucy.
That'd be a little weird to have in a library. I guess it depends.
The library has like 50 Shades of Grey and stuff like that. Yeah. What was it? Oh, trying to hide the books he was reading. I never saw him checking anything out.
Well, it is a library.
You watched him that closely?
You don't need to check things out.
I watched him because he was weird. Okay. I also find Reginald suspicious. However, I have reasons. Hers just seems like, I don't know, those behaviors she described didn't seem that strange. You know what I mean? Maybe she just gets like a vibe.
Also, though, from Cronin's route, Twyla seems to be the mean girl at school.
Okay.
And so thus the weird nerd over there.
Right. Which is weird for the mean girl to work at a library. Because, anyway. He always hated the covers of the books he read. Rearranged the shelves when he was done so that you couldn't see what he was reading. Maybe he's just really paranoid. And I would confront him about it, and he just smiled and acted as if he wasn't reading at all. I mean, to be fair, if you're doing something weird and somebody comes up to you and is like, "Stop being weird," wouldn't you just be like, what are you talking about?" Oh my gosh, sorry about the dogs. I feel like they're getting louder.
Kind of.
I mean, just because someone seems weird doesn't mean that doesn't mean you should, you know. But I saw what he was reading despite his attempts at hiding it. And it's not good. I can't trust a suspicious guy like that, and neither should you. Well, what was he reading? Twyla, you're definitely overreacting. I'll try to distance myself from him. I don't like either of those choices, to be honest. You know? Because one, I don't want to necessarily, like... Twyla, you're overreacting sounds a little confrontational. More confrontational than I would like. Yeah. If I were to just say, like, oh, I don't know. You never know.
I agreed with you. You don't need to keep explaining.
Sorry. I'm so used to it. But then I don't like promising that I'll distance myself. I guess I'm not promising, but just saying that, you know.
The key word is try, which means that you just have
then we're not lying. Okay, I'll go with that one. I feel like dismissing her feelings would be a mistake. I feel like that's a surefire way of not building a connection with somebody.
Yeah.
So I will go with I'll try to distance myself from him. He was pretty nice when I met him, but if you really think that he's that bad, I'll try to limit the time I spend around him, I guess. Good, you should. But don't let your guard down around anyone else either. Anyone could be the killer, not just him. But keeping your space is a good idea.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of books because like she's reading true crime books right now. Because
well, yeah.
so
what
like,
kind of books would he be reading that's suspicious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's it's not like they're gonna have, like, how to kill. How to hide a body 101. Like, it's not gonna be anything that point blank. I wish she would tell us. I wish she would have mentioned what it was. But thanks for warning me, I guess.
And I mean, we know his favorite books he reads are mysteries.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little weird. Why are you hiding it? But maybe he just kind of has, like, a main character syndrome kind of a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, I need to hide, blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, we also know that he follows very strictly to some sort of, like,
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to have pajamas to go to sleep. I
need
to get out.
That.
Yeah.
But yeah. I it's odd behavior, but I don't think it's any kind of behavior that would then make me be like, ooh, he's a suspicious person. I find him suspicious just because of the way that he met us. Yeah. I think that's kind of weird. But
except for she hangs out in the cemetery all the time, kid.
Yeah, but the fact that I think it's odd. I haven't gone to a ton of funerals, to be fair. But I knew everyone there. Yeah. Does that make sense? So I think it's odd to not know him, but yet he's there. You know what I mean? Mm. But maybe they just had, like, a really big funeral. I don't know. After that, Twyla and I said our goodbyes. I don't know what she did after. I thought about what she said to me all day. Reginald's behavior seemed strange from the way she described it, but he has to have his reasons, right? And it's a bit extreme to accuse him of something so cruel. I took the bus home like usual and did the normal nighttime things. Eating, washing up. What? The time?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Eating, washing up, whatever. And then it was back to my least favorite part of the day. My favorite part. I'll just get to the first decision and then we will leave off there. For future Kendra to have to worry about. Hi.
Hello.
Can we talk about that thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it.
What's bothering you?
You said that you were coming for me. That you just needed more time? Are you really going to steal me too?
It'll be alright. I don't know, my voice doesn't want to go that deep for some reason. I promise. It's for the best.
You're gonna make me feel sick all over again.
What do you want me to tell you?
That I'll get to see my parents again, who you really are. And that's where we're gonna leave. Alright. What do I do first? Save, or what do I do? I always forget. Okay, cool. But yeah. I think that's a good spot to end, because I'll have to figure that out in the future. But, I don't know. I think it's going well so far. I feel like we're getting more on the more detective route, which is what I wanted. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you are, you could come back to the next stream next Friday. The time kind of varies, but it will always be on our Twitch, so you can always watch it there. I see you, and I got distracted.
Well, the ticking makes me want to tick.
Oh. Like I always say, if you're interested in Cronin's Route, you can go watch that on our YouTube. I think all of these will be on our YouTube too. Yeah. So if they do get deleted or whatever, and you're like, wait, what happened? You can go there and watch them. They will get deleted
because we only get to keep them for a week because we're only...
There you go. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this, you can come back next Friday and watch us play then. And until then, bye-bye!